Hello everyone and welcome back to Goldhawk, The Legends of the Mudworm Roast Code Load Word Book, the one we're doing. This
Those
the
were words.
I was gonna go with Mudworm Swamp, but then we were talking about Ghost Road, weren't we, off camera?
Yes, we were,
And I
because that
was
is the
I was more
the
excited about
next
that.
exciting adventure. But we're not done with this
We're not, no,
equally exciting adventure.
no, we're not, and we actually have 3 entire chapters to go.
Ah, it's gonna be great.
It's really good. Said somebody somewhere.
There will be no dice rolls in this entire thing, and it makes me. I'm gonna roll dice right now just
Just do
because.
it, yeah, because we haven't.
I
Yeah.
got 5. There we go.
Does that
I
mean we
rolled
can
my
go home
dice.
early?
No, sadly not. It means we still have to go through this adventure.
I love
So
adventures.
the fun part we were just discussing is the horrible monster on the front of the book is not actually the monster we have come to get.
No, no, it isn't, and
We're actually looking for the slime beast, not the
not the
mudworm.
Mudworm beasts, which are very distinctive creatures and not at all very similarly designed.
Actually, not. One was much cooler, and it's the one on the front cover that we don't actually need.
The one on the front cover is, of course, cooler than the one in the book as well. The one in the book kind of looks like the front cover's derpier cousin. He's done all right. You know, he's gone to like Slime University. He's got a degree in.
And then we just killed him
We did, which
with
is a bit awkward.
our magic sword.
I mean, he did try and suck us off, I guess.
You know what we really need for the next adventure?
A
A
gun?
bow.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
a gun would be useful, but a bow, it's like, so then we can just kill things before they get to melee range with us.
do you know why I think we haven't done that? I think it's because Edge would get salty. I think Edge, any other weapon, Edge would get like all miserable about it and wouldn't stab.
Well, why don't you learn the ability to become a returning sword? Have you ever tried throwing a sword?
That'd actually
They're
be
not
really
good.
cool. Yeah, boomerang sword, go! Catch it, Goldhawk! Ah, my
Seen
hand!
the movie? Have you seen the movie Lady Hawk?
Is that exactly what happens?
That at the end, the villain is killed by a guy throwing a sword at him and it impaling him. I'm thinking about the D&D modifiers of this. And it's like that is really
It's
massive
extremely,
amount of negatives.
it's also extremely unlikely. I mean, sure, you got the pointy bit, but it has to be the exact angle of the right pointy bit. Otherwise, it's just gonna
To
conk
be,
you one, and
to
you're
be
like,
fair,
ow.
it is a movie about two people that are cursed to like polymorph into different animals at different times of day, so that they're never human at the same time.
Is it more or less nightmarish than Animorphs was?
It is really boring.
So less, I
The,
guess.
the whole shtick of the plot at the end is like there's an eclipse so that they can both be human and thus the curse is broken. And they're both like, man, then we just throw a sword at him and they kill him.
I mean, at least they solved the problem reasonably quickly, I guess.
I suppose. I mean, there's a whole movie before that.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, I've spoiled the plot of Lady Hawk for you.
Well, alas, I was about, just funny enough, as we were going to finish this, I was about to watch it, but now you've ruined it for me.
You
I'm
didn't
just,
even know it existed until I told you about that.
it's true. It's
Yeah.
but maybe one day I might have. Yeah, okay.
No, you'd be like, and now for $5 billion, Halloween, in Lady Hawk. And you're like,
I'm like,
oh,
I am prepared. But
who
then
was
then
the
they-
actor? Oh.
no, they're like, but what animal do they transform? Oh, shit, I just don't know that one.
One of them transforms into a bird. I don't remember what the other one transforms into.
But now I'm just going through my memories of fucking Animorphs now. Weirdly enough.
Oh, it's not worth it.
No, I remember Tobias was like a hawk. I
It's
remember
like,
that because his name
as
was
far as I gather,
unusual.
they're like, okay, so they transform aliens.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Then they threw aliens in, and alien invasions, and oh.
Yeah, and then
Alright.
I remember there was like some prince, but he looked like some sort of weird deer alien on the cover, and all the covers were like these CGI horrors, which are great.
It's like, it was just an ETA until aliens were going to be thrown into it. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's no longer just about people transforming into things. No, they're aliens now. Oh.
Yeah, I mean the alien plot was weird. But the problem is I got them all from the library when I was a kid, right? So I'd read
Uh-huh.
like book 6, book 9. I was like, then book like 22, and it's like Prince of the alien variety species, and you're like, who's this guy?
There's some context here.
Yeah, I don't know who this guy is.
Librarian, do you have book 1? No.
No, it's on
been
scribbled on
loaned
it.
out. It's been loaned out to someone in like Exeter, and we'll never see it again because they ran away.
That happened every time. Like you wanted to get like a series in a row, and the library was like, no, we only bought like a few books. It's like, why didn't you buy books 1, 2, and 3 then?
Oh, random aside. Actually, I put my novel, donated it to my local library.
Oh, nice.
And at first they were like, "No, we don't do that." It's like, "What you said you
Wait,
did?"
you don't take
And
books?
it's like, "No, we don't take used books." Like this book is new. I literally bought it for the express purpose. It's like, whose book is it? Mine. And they went, Oh!
Oh, they're much
It's
more
like,
excited then. Oh, that's really cool.
they were much more excited about it. I mean, they'll let me know when it's gone through all the review process, which means I'll probably never hear from them, and I'll just go in there at some point, and they'll be like, "Oh, there it is."
So, well,
And then somebody will be like,
since we're talking about it, where can one get your book? In
"Ah,
fact?
well,
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, there are many places you can get it. You can get it physically in paperback or hardback or ebook from Amazon. There's also a
Nice, nice.
Gumroad. There's also you can get it from Google Books, Apple Books. Yeah, there's links on my
I
website.
was about to say, your website is www. Is it Kikoskia there?
Kikoskia.com, yeah, and
.com,
you just
yeah.
there's a link in the writing section. I mean, this should not be a plug for my stuff. Ian Livingston's like, this should be a plug about my
stuff.
books.
Yeah. How dare you?
Well, when are you gonna write book 5, Ian?
Well, in fact, I will in fact put a link to Kikoskia's website in the description below, so you can all go there and have a look.
Shameless plug. Buy my book.
In fact, I have the book and I think it's really good. So
Yeah.
some might say I'm biased, which is true, but I legitimately mean that. So
book
you know.
2 is being edited as we speak, and it's gonna be good when that's out there. Who like buy both my books?
Then we can do double plugs.
I know. But you know, Ian Livingston, man, just work on book 5. Call it like, I don't know, Maris's cheap cash in or something. It'll be fine. Just have like, no.
It'd be like Adventures of Goldhawk Book 5, Maris's Affair.
You know exactly is going to happen. Ian Livingston will finally see, like, oh, someone's paying attention to my stuff. I can content ID this.
Yeah, immediately I get hit by 3 strikes in a row. Boom, boom, boom. Channel gone. It's like,
Thank you, says Ian Livingston. I'll take my 50p.
I think I'll get about £3 from this.
Oh, we're doing this just to distract from actually going to chapter 4, aren't
Yeah,
we?
we should go to chapter 4 finally.
We should go to chapter 4, yeah.
Alright.
After a short while, you can make out a large dark shape in the distance. As you get closer, you can see that it is the wreck of an old sailing ship. Not much more than the rotting hull remains, half submerged in the swamp. Must have been here for hundreds of years, Orlando says, thinking out loud. But how did it get here?
How'd you know that, Orlando? Do you have some sort of aging equipment on you?
No,
Then why are you guessing? Like, does that help anybody, really?
I'm just speculating. I mean, there's not much else to talk about apart from the swamp.
You can talk about the bugs. Ow.
They don't hurt me, I'm made of tin.
It's alright for some.
I'm also made of metal, so I'm also immune to it.
So this is why the bugs are all biting me.
Well, at least you're not losing 2 skill from them.
Oh. But who knows, Orlando? Who knows? The boat, it could maybe it's in fact just a regular new boat that just got painted old and just left.
Maybe it just sailed here when it wasn't a swamp.
It could be. Maybe it flew
maybe-
here. Maybe it's one of those magical flying boats.
Maybe some idiot decided to build a boat in a swamp.
Ah, you know, the sort of ship in a bottle thing, but in a swamp.
Yes, I don't know why they do that, though.
It's unusual. But nothing surprises me on this world anymore, honestly. I've seen it all. I've seen, well, I guess I haven't seen it all. I've seen monsters, rat men, death equals adder.
Just wait until he gets to Smurfs Day. Oh, he's not ready for Smurfs Day.
I thought Smurfs Day was when they did the racing with the really rotund people of the little unibikes.
No. That's my day.
Oh, wait, Smurfs Day?
Oh, don't worry, Maris will explain it to you once.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I was getting worried
You
there.
don't want him. You don't want to explain it to you. Shall we climb up and take a look inside?
Oh, what do you mean by we, Orlando?
All right. Why don't you climb up, Goldhawk?
Certainly, Orlando. Whatever you say. Ha ha, you fucker, you.
I don't have proper hands, Goldhawk.
That is actually both a reasonable and an effective point. My apologies, Orlando. That snide remark was beneath me, and I shouldn't have done that.
You were very happy about doing it.
I was extremely happy. It was funny. He's got no hands.
You climb the ship's figurehead, which looks as if it has been carved to resemble a goddess, although the years have taken a toll on her beauty.
I'd like to point out that if you please look at the picture, I would say whether or not perhaps she was never a model, perhaps.
I wonder how you can tell it's a goddess.
Well, I'm guessing it's the boobs. Or do you mean the fact that it's actually a deity rather than a woman?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean this is goddamn Orlando guessing again, isn't it?
Actually, it's the narrator guessing.
Even worse.
I know.
Sorry,
You're
narrator,
almost
please carry on.
You're almost at the top when a piece of rotten wood comes away in your hand. Roll 1 dice. Oh, you do get to roll dice, just not combat.
Yes. Okay, good.
If the number rolled is 1 to 3, go to 4A. If
Yep.
the number rolled is 4 to 6, go to 4B.
Alright, I'm
So,
ready. I'm ready.
basically, this is, are you lucky or not?
Are we lucky?
Yeah, actually, we got a 5. So,
Oh, yeah!
in this timeline, we go to 4B.
Woohoo!
You lose your footing, and you try desperately to hang on to the figurehead with one hand, but it is completely rotten and starts to break.
Wait,
Swinging
we're unlucky then. No!
it gets better.
Oh.
Swinging yourself up, you just manage to grab the handrail at the top as the figurehead crashes to the ground with a great splash. There is no handrail up top.
There is, in fact, no handrail. I wonder what he grabbed.
I don't know.
Might
You
be a
look
bit
inside the
uncouth.
ship, but nothing remains except the hollow hull resting on a bed of mud. Goldhawk! I found a sack that was hidden inside the figurehead, Orlando calls out to you. How? How did you climb up there to find it? It fell down?
And if it was full of gold pieces, it wouldn't have sunk.
Well, there are 27 gold pieces. We're rich, and there's a silver whistle as well. Oh, actually, we need that item in the story.
Oh god,
So
is this the
isn't
silver
just-
whistle for like the
Yeah,
next
this
bit?
is
This is
so
so
this is-
mean.
basically, if you fail a 50-50, you lose.
He did. This was a paycheck job, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a paycheck job. So someone who Ian just didn't care. He's just like, huh. And then they get 10 hours into the book, and then they lose.
Because they rolled a 1 to 3, they are doomed.
Sucks to be you, bastards.
Gonna have to put your thumb on the previous chapter.
Yeah, make a little bookmark out so you can cheat.
What's inside the ship?
Ugh, nothing. Just mud, leeches, and more bugs.
Oh, that's surprising. Why am I laughing at this? You're miserable.
I am, and guess who's carrying the gold back?
Edge? Yeah, try again. Oh.
Luckily, since you're made out of tin, and gold is very light in this universe, you can carry it back.
Oh, it's not actually light at all.
My spine.
So, if we were unlucky...
Indeed,
go
how
to
unlucky would we
4A.
be?
You lose your footing, but you manage to hang on to the figurehead by one arm, swinging in midair. Jump down! Orlando pleads.
No. No, I refuse. I'm
No.
still very curious. Oh. And then I climb up. On top of the figurehead?
Yeah, after regaining your
what
grip.
what are we gripping here?
I don't know!
Hmm.
You struggled up to the top of the figurehead. Well, what can you see?
Mud. There's nothing. There's no deck. No.
This is the chapter of mud.
Apparently it's just mud. Yeah, it's just mud.
So, if you don't roll a 4 to 6, the gold is completely irrelevant. That's just a red herring. But the whistle, you literally need to complete the game.
But we've decided we're taking the gold with us. We decided
taking the
before we
gold with
started today, we're saying, well, you got 27 gold pieces. Then
Yeah.
that's coming us on the next adventure.
Also, it's a very specific number, 27.
And where exactly in the figurehead would that be kept?
Probably in the head.
I guess, but look how... Unless gold pieces are really small, I guess.
They're like tiny.
I guess they're like
don't
coins.
know.
I think... Because I think gold pieces, I think like... You know those like novelty gold bars you used to collect in video games?
No, it's a traditional like fantasy trope of money made of gold.
Like a piece of 8 sort of thing.
Yeah, kind
yeah.
of. Yeah, except it's made of gold, which people quickly realised
It's
in more
extremely
modern
valuable.
times that it's really dumb to make money out of gold.
Also very soft.
Yep, we
Yeah.
go to 4C now.
Wait, who is that, do you reckon?
That is me, I think. What else can you see?
Tell me, narrator, what can I see?
Ah, I will, don't worry. You gaze across the swamp, and suddenly you are transfixed by the sight of a giant plant, 3 times taller than you, standing no more than 100 paces away. It had been hidden from view by the wreck.
Hold on a
How?
minute. Hold on a minute. Right, I call bullshit on this. Okay, so it's, let's see, 3 times tall. It's a giant plant 3 times taller than Goldhawk. Goldhawk is, let's say, between 5'8" to 6'4".
Okay, so it's
somewhere
like
in there.
It's like 15 foot tall minimum.
Yeah, it's a minimum of 15 foot tall. So, looking at that ship and the scale of it, and that's the mast that's kind of sunk, and the figurehead, I reckon, and then there's a barrel actually for scale. So the barrels are generally about 1.5 feet, 2 feet.
It's a really small ship.
It is a tiny ship. That entire figurehead, Goldhawk would come up to her boobs. So if you climbed on top of that, you would see that from the ground. Thank you.
No, it was hidden by the wreck.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was hidden by the wreck.
Oh, the best part's coming up, though.
Please, tell me more.
It's you.
Orlando, There it is! Woo!
You call jumping up and down in excitement. You are so thrilled!
Woo! We found it.
Yeah!
Woo.
There's what?
The slime beast! I've never seen one, but I'm making an assumption that's what it is. It looks beasty and slimy. It can't be anything else. I'm coming down from my sanity.
Woo! You scramble down as quickly as you can and run off,
Woo!
splashing through the mud with Orlando behind you.
Slime
struggling to
beast,
get-
slime
You are
beast.
so excited about the slime beast.
Slime beast.
It's
And-
such a disappointment compared to the mudworm creature.
It is, and you will find out very shortly as we go
to 13.
which page is still stuck in the book. There it is.
It's still stuck in mine.
Excellent. So, should we go to 13 then?
Yeah, we
And
shall.
discover the slime beast.
Mm-hmm.
Chapter 13. Splashing through the mud with no thought for your own safety, you suddenly come to a halt because of a terrible sight in front of you. This book!
Oh.
The giant slime beast! Woo! Has a victim caught in its tendrils. It's the little old man you met riding the hoverbook. The
Not
man
that
is
little.
Yeah, it wasn't that little at all. In fact, it was huge. I would say it was the size of a bus, but little. Shrug. The man-eating plant is a hideous-looking thing. It has a thick central root which it uses to slide through the mud, while it bounces on smaller roots. The central root is triple your height, and has a curtain of thorny tendrils hanging from it, and some long tubes which are bright red inside.
I'm looking
Does
at the
it?
picture now. That is not 3 times as tall as the old man.
Oh, they're supposed to be tubes. I thought they were like eyes.
No, they're tubes.
They look kind of like tubes.
Yeah, they're tubes.
Yeah, no, tubes.
This thing has no eyes.
The space pirates will be very happy.
They'll be very happy.
A large clam-like growth sticking out from the root is pulling on the old man's arm. Thankfully, he seems to be unconscious.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, that is useful. I mean, who'd want to be eaten while conscious, I guess?
It looks a little sad, really. He's like, oh,
He looks just like he's resigned to his fate.
well, I'm going to get eaten very slowly as the thing nibbles on my arm.
Is that a clam?
Let-
I was going to go with like some
No,
sort of-
it's not a clam. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a clam.
That looks more suspiciously like an orifice, is what I would go with.
Let me chop up that ugly vegetable.
Right, Edge. Let's do it. You are
Oh.
striding toward. I mean, do you expect me to say no? Or
Well, I was expecting you to pull some MacGuffin out of your inventory instead.
don't
Sure,
worry, Edge.
I'll chop it
I've
up.
got this. Pull out a Glock. Boof, 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 boof.
You don't have a Glock.
I do not, sadly. That would have solved a lot of problems.
I mean, if you're a young teenager who gets pulled into an isekai world with a Glock.
If we were discussing this, Goldhawk is like an early isekai of the worst kind. You get pulled in, you're the hero, but you're not really, because the real hero is just unconscious. Or is he dead now? I forget.
He's magically asleep.
Oh, that was it, yeah. But we don't really have any special powers. We've got heavy, useless armor. There's no, like, hot anime girl sidekick. I've got a pig and a sword. Where's my busty
Worse-
elf?
Worse yet, the moment the prince wakes up, you're getting yeeted back to the real world and homework.
What if he doesn't appreciate it, and then Maris sets us up? That's the sort of thing he would do. Like, the prince wakes up and he's like, You usurped my throne while I was asleep? I'm like, no, Maris told Maris, like, I don't remember anything of the sort. And then we get thrown into jail, and then we die.
Execute him!
Yeah, just get crossbowed on the spot. Dunk.
Ah!
Thank God I've got my gold armor. Oh, it didn't block the shot at all.
Oh,
Oh,
turns
no.
out I have my crossbow bolts made of anti-gold.
It's made of a harder material. Anything else? Dung.
Yeah, literally wood.
Stone. You're striding towards the slime beast, sword in hand. Yeah! When it raises its red line, tube, and points them at you, you stop and decide what to do.
You just hack at it.
You just hack. Yeah. Oh no, a tube. Edge, what do I do?
Well, I was never prepared for tubes, Goldhawk.
Let me
We're
get the
doomed.
manual for how to fuck up a slime beast. Hold on. It says, do I have a ring? A ring?
What kind of ring, sir?
A golden ruby ring.
Let me check your inventory.
Thank you, God. Yeah.
You do happen to have one of these. Do you wish to use it?
Oh, I mean, maybe. Do you think I should?
Well, if you don't, you'll probably die a horrible, painful death. But it is entirely your choice, my lord.
Right. I mean, imagine if we didn't have this ring. Gosh.
Yeah, that would be really, really not fun.
Yeah.
It's not like this is the first of 2 items we need in this chapter to not die.
Well, I hope the ring comes with instructions. That would be unfortunate. Let me rub the. Throw me the gold ring, guard, and I'll try not to break my hand when I catch it.
Whoops! I've accidentally dropped it into the swamp.
Plunk. Well, that's gone.
Oh, good thing it floats. Gold
Oh,
is really good at that.
It's light and useful. Throw it to me, guard.
Excellent. There you go.
Yeah, rings.
I'm starting to wonder if they actually know what gold is. I don't think anyone in the kingdom knows what gold is.
This is where we find out gold is some sort of abstract concept.
Oh, gold! It's actually just a name. It's really called Indestructium.
Oh, that makes so much more sense.
It's not actually indestructible, we just named it that.
Oh, yeah, imagine on my world, gold is just heavy and useless and soft.
That would be terrible. What
That
would you
would
use
be
it for?
terrible. Well, not for armor, that's for sure. Well,
So-
I guess I should use this ring.
Which would be 13A.
Let's go. How do I want to use this ring?
There are like 2 ways you can
Yeah,
die.
we can multiply lose here, which is really good. So, how would you like to use this ring against the slime beast? If you want to aim at the plant, you go to 13C. If you want to plunge it into the muddy water, go to 13D.
Now note that you can see 13C and D, and 13C is very short.
It's usually a bit of a giveaway.
It's 2 lines.
Like,
And it leads to an area that's already been picked on the do not use the ring.
yeah.
So
I
let's
mean,
presume.
let's assume we don't aim it at the beast, I guess.
Alright, we will instead aim it at the muddy water.
So we'll go to 13D, which says, as soon as the ring touches the water, it starts to bubble and give off steam. In no time at all, the water is too hot to bear, and you pull your hand out and stand on a clump of swamp grass nearby.
No, Sandy.
Oh, damn.
Oh wait, I'm not in the swamp grass. Oh, I'm boiling.
You're made out of tin.
It's so hot. I understand the concept of temperature and pain.
Oh, well, that's my mistake. I would give you a hand, but you're probably really warm now because
I
you're made out
was
of metal.
screaming in agony the entire time we were in the desert area. Ah!
Well,
Oh yes, we had that desert adventure, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, you were uncomfortable there. Is that when we played Death Equals Adder?
It was terrible. Ah!
We actually had to use dice back then and play games. Could you imagine?
I remember having fun.
That was fun. I don't do fun anymore.
No.
I throw the ring close to the slime beast, but it's really hot. Which starts to thrash around in the boiling water. I guess we need like a... Ow.
This is very uncomfortable. I don't like it.
Existence is pain. I don't know, he does look kind of like a broccoli, doesn't he?
It does. Wouldn't eat it though.
A broccoli with tubes.
Tubes.
In less than a minute, the creature collapses harmlessly into the hot mud. And then you wade back. That was kind of anticlimactic, wasn't it?
So we've been boiling this old man.
Yeah, he's dead, yeah.
No, he's alive apparently.
You wade back into the pool and pull the little old man free. Orlando, fill the wooden flask with some slime juice while I try to revive our friend here.
Alright, guard, I don't have any hands. Can you... Yes.
Luckily, Guard comes prepared with all kinds of manner of
He does.
thermos flasks and other such goodies. The man is not looking well at all. His skin is covered with red blotches, and he looks worse than he is. But wait, but he looks worse. Oh, well, I guess he's fine then. I guess it didn't bother him at all. His eyes slowly open.
Where am I? Oh, it's you. Did you rescue me? Your voice sounds different. Well, it's been a long time since I last spoke, so my voice could very well be different now.
It could have been someone else doing the voice entirely.
It must have been the slime beast's horrible ichor that changed my voice.
Even if it's the same, it might not be, or was it? Who knows?
Oh, my mind is so foggy.
Did we rescue you? That's a loaded question. I feel like I buzzed a hot ring at a gribbler.
Oh.
Then it didn't like that, and then it sort of collapsed.
Hopefully you can retrieve it. That's a infinitely valuable artifact that can never be replicated ever again.
Sadly, it now is no longer floating, annoyingly.
Oh. Well, that's gone forever.
I don't
Hope we
know,
don't
maybe
need
when
it.
the swamp recedes in thousands of years and they can finally get that boat out, maybe they'll find the ring.
You know we'll all be dead before then.
With any luck.
I won't be dead, I'm made of tin. And I won't be dead, I'm a sentient sword.
You do realise that if anyone forgets about you guys, then you're going to be locked inside those bodies forever in some sort of existential, nightmarish world of your own
Oh, I've come to
existing.
terms with the existential dread of eternity being unable to move, staring at one thing forever.
And how's that going for you?
Not well,
Edge, are you okay?
Give him a moment, he'll come back.
I think my sword's drooling. The old man tells you how he fell off his hover bug and landed in the swamp, and he was attacked by the slime beast. That's rather unfortunate timing.
Yeah.
You tell him how you saved him and explain that you have to be back at Karazhan Castle if you're going to save Maris's life.
Only I had a bug whistle.
Well, it's funny you say that.
Oh man, but what if we didn't have the bug whistle? No, first, what if we didn't have the bug whistle? This is a great and ridiculous death.
Yeah, so you have a choice, which is go to chapter 20, obviously proceeding with the story, which is nice. Or, if you don't have the thing from the last chapter where if you made the 50-50 roll, you go to 13E, which reads, "It is now early afternoon, and you are a long way from Karazhan Castle. To add to your problems, you have to carry the old man on your back because he is too weak to walk. Time passes, and by nightfall you are still in the middle of the swamp, and nowhere to shelter. And at night, the mud beasts prowl the swamp looking for food. Alas, this is your fate. Your adventure is over. No rolls, no put the old man down, no get some cover and get a camp. You're just dead, yo."
Best part, this is your fate. It doesn't specify that you're actually eaten by the mud beasts.
I mean, maybe we get out like the day afterwards?
No, it doesn't matter. Maris is dead by then, so your adventure is over.
You killed me.
Even better, if you decided to either not have the ring or point it at the beast.
Yeah.
If you pointed at the beast, you point the ring at the slime beast, rubbing the ruby as hard as possible, but nothing happens. Go to B.
And then B says, you decide to charge the slime beast, and when you get near it, it fires a cloud of gas. And
It's just pulling mechanics we don't understand out of its metaphorical plant arse.
yeah, well, out of his metaphorical plant tubes, I guess. Tubes! This foul smelling like ammonia and has the same effect as sleeping gas. Moments later, you are fast asleep. And you never wake up. Because, you know, Orlando, who doesn't breathe, and Edge, who, you know, could still do stuff while you're unconscious because he's a magic sword, obviously don't protect you.
Fine.
No, they're like, oh, bummer, dude. Guess he's dead, yo.
Well, looks like he's dead. Gonna take the sword now and all the gold and leave.
Yeah, got 27 gold pieces. I'm rich.
Yay! But so yeah, this is like the double chapter of: do you do exactly the right thing, and do you have the two items, one of which you could only get in a 50-50 chance in the previous chapter?
Yeah, it wasn't very well written, was it?
If you don't get those, nothing, however, beats the Lucky Rabbit's Foot.
Oh, that's terrible. That is a terrible
If you don't
one.
have Lucky Rabbit's Foot, the villain just kills you. And if you do, you get to fight the villain.
Yeah, it's just it's a very typical of this era of game books. I remember the Sonic ones being a bit like this sometimes as well, where it's like, did you pick up the ring in the desert where you had to go north, south, east, and west for 60,000 pages? And you're like, no, but that was like 3 hours ago, and my dad read me this book like 2 weeks ago in the bath, and now I don't remember.
You know what a good
You're dead.
Choose Your Own Adventure book does? It gives you multiple
options.
different ways to solve situations.
And sometimes
could, like-
maybe come up with a solution that if you don't have the item, you can then, you know.
Yeah, it's like you don't have the item, but is your strength stat very high?
Yeah, exactly. Or can you, you know, did you spot something? Like you can say, is it like a, you know, there was a rope on the scene, and you're like, we spotted a rope. You can turn to that page instead. You can make a valiant escape instead. Or no, these ones are just shite.
Did you do the thing?
These are
You know
called
the
choose
best
your own
part?
adventure books,
Do
but
you
in
know the
reality,
best part?
Hmm?
The next chapter basically has 2 dice rolls to determine if you die.
Yeah.
Both instances, if you fail, you die. And it's all dice rolls from this point on. No items, just dice rolls.
And including the hilarious death as well, which I'm looking forward to.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. But yeah, we're on chapter 20 now.
Alright, let's go to 20.
We're almost there.
Will this whistle be of any use that I found on this ship? Ta-da!
Yes! The old man says excitedly.
Amazing!
This is a bug whistle! Oh, what are the odds of that?
What a shocker!
Let me call my hoverbug. You have to have so many things in order to control these silly bugs. Sometimes I think it's not worth it. A whistle to call them, a zanty horn to steer them. What a palaver. Oh, my name's Hector, by the way. Thank
Hi,
you for
Hector.
saving my life.
I'm protagonist.
I'm expendable. You're expendable too. Well, what do you mean? Well, you're not going to be in this story after this book.
Goodbye,
Oh.
Hector. It's been a pleasure.
Hector takes a deep breath and blows hard on the whistle. Doot!
Doot.
You can hardly hear the high-pitched note. But the hoverbug certainly can. The big striped insect flies into view and hovers in front of you, its wings buzzing loudly. All aboard! Hector calls out happily.
Give me the flask of slime juice, Orlando. Not that I don't trust you, but I don't.
He's
Obviously,
there
you're...
just drinking it.
Yeah,
What?
look. Oh shit! I'm sorry.
What tastes of poison and death?
It smells like wee. Don't drink that.
Sitting on the round back of the giant insect is not easy, but it's certainly better than trudging through the swamp. You fly over the sodden landscape, marveling at the strange beasts below and talking cheerfully to Orlando, Hector, and even Edge.
Edge doesn't normally get nice chats. Edge, what's it like being a piece of shit?
I hate you, Goldhawk.
Let me drop you over the edge of this bug.
You won't because you need me to fight. Not in this rest of this book. Yes, but in the sequel book you need me.
Curses! One more book and then I'm rid of you.
You know that if you drop me one more time, Mara said he's literally going to drill the sword into your hand.
He did say that, yeah. He also said many other unpleasant things I tried to expunge from my memory. And I don't forget.
But the mood changes when you spot a small, dark cloud in the horizon which is moving quickly towards you. Oh no, I've heard that squeak before. It looks very menacing against the backdrop of the bright blue sky. The cloud is soon in front of you, and it is the shape of a smiling face. And the face is that of Dark Moon!
Oh no!
Just to let you know, I'll soon be back at Maggot Manor. In the meantime, here's a little something to be going on with.
Wait. So you're alive again? You're okay?
Well, I mean, they keep putting me in the books for like, oh, I'm gonna come back, and I'm never really the threat after the first book, which he defeated me with a bracelet with a hand on it. I mean,
he didn't really curse much either after that first book.
I did curse Orlando.
Well, I mean, is he really cursed? He's quite efficient.
Look, can you turn me back? No. Well, I could, but I don't care.
Rude.
Look, I know what's coming, and whatever I do, you're gonna win or lose based on dice rolls, so, I'm gonna hit you now.
We are ready. Hit us away.
Wait, how can he hit us as a cloud?
I mean, it's gonna, like, do cloudy things, I guess. Like, like where clouds, like, rain. Or they make it a bit windy, or...
It's your cue to sound terrified now.
Oh, please do not blow on me.
Sure. That's not your line, Goldhawk.
Oh, hold tight, everyone. We're about to be hit.
That's better.
Sorry.
Your words are barely spoken when Darkmoon breathes out with the power of a hurricane, violently blowing you away.
Oh,
Hector is
no.
unable to steer the hoverbug, which spins round and round in a gust of wind. Roll one dice. If you roll a 1 or a 2, go to 20A. If you roll a 3 to 6, go to 20B. So it's only a 1 in 3 chance that everything goes horribly wrong.
Let's do it.
So it's a 4, so we would be okay.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Oh, good. We passed that. The second dice roll thing is awful, however.
Yeah.
The spinning hoverbug is blown far, far away by the gust of wind. Whoa! Hector finally manages to get the hoverbug under control again as the wind dies down. And Darkmoon apparently isn't going to, like, kill us. He's just going to blow us away.
Which is just mildly inconvenient more than anything. So please don't do that. Like,
No, I must. Now I must go away and plan something enigmatic for the sequel book. Bye.
Bye. Don't forget to invite me to your wedding. You did say you would. I hope you heard me.
Maybe.
Oh, that's good. Thank you.
Don't thank the villain.
Well, I mean, you got to thank someone who invites you to a wedding. You got food. You've got, festivities, and
But there's also death.
that's true. But oh wait, we gotta get wedding presents.
Oh, it would seem that we lost guard. He
Oh.
fell off during the bluster, and now he's dead.
Oh, we've lost like 3 guards in one adventure. We can't. It's just embarrassing at this point.
If anyone asks, he went rogue.
He went rogue. So,
Yeah, I'm down with that.
So we joined Darkmoon briefly, and we cut him down because he went rogue.
Yes,
What a card.
exactly. It's awful.
Villain.
Where are we? Orlando asks, looking down at the ground. We're certainly not over Mudworm Swamp anymore. There are hills and trees down below. Oh, there's a tower over there. That's Raven Tower.
Which, hold on a minute. Orlando, you know what the tower was. You've lived here a long time.
Yeah, but I haven't been to Raven Tower.
Oh, right, Raven Tower.
We're a long way from Cadison Castle. And unfortunately, there'll never be a book written about Raven Tower, so this is the only mention it will ever get.
probably wasn't that exciting anyway.
Probably the best part of a day's walk, and there are only 5 hours until it's dusk.
Oh no!
I'm not sure if my poor hoverbug will make it, carrying all this weight, but we'll try. And here's the big part, folks. To find out if the hoverbug will reach Karazhan Castle before nightfall, because I'm rolling.
Night roll.
Sorry.
I like it.
Night roll, yeah. Roll 2 dice 5 times and add up the dice rolls.
Amazing.
The total represents the distance flown in 5 hours. If you get 30 or more, go to 21. If it's less than 30, go to 20C. So basically, the average of 2 dice rolls, fortunately, is like 7. So, on average, you're gonna be alright.
Just be alright, but you might get like snake eyes every single roll.
So, here we go. So, we have 6.
Alright.
We have 10.
Nice.
So, that's 16.
Alright.
We have 11. So, that is 27.
Yes!
So, it is literally impossible now for us to fail.
Thank goodness, we're okay.
Yeah, so the next dice roll is like a 5, we've already won.
Cool. So we will make it and go to 21.
Yeah, but what? No. What if
Hmm?
we had rolled really poorly right at the beginning and got a 1 or a 2?
That'd have been tragic.
It would have been tragic. Totally out of control, the spinning hoverbug plunges to the ground and you're thrown into the mud with a loud splash. Sinking quickly into the mud because apparently nobody bothered to try and get out of it. Your adventure comes to a swift end. So you just like crash and just give up. You're like, well, that was a good run.
I'm just gonna sink in the mud. I'm just gonna sit here. There's nothing we can do. Well, you want to grab that branch? Nope. That's it.
Nope, no. All these offers of freedom are just gonna die.
I'm just upset about this outcome. So. Yeah.
But the best death is now.
This one's great.
20C. If you fail to get over 30, or less than 30, you're still some way from Karazhan Castle when the sun goes down. We can't go on any longer, Hector says sadly. We simply must land.
Stupid bug. Fine.
You reluctantly agree. The hoverbug lands, but nobody feels like talking, wondering about the fate of poor Maris back at the castle.
You killed me.
Good.
Oh, well, it's not that bad, is it, boys? Really, we never liked him anyway.
Well, I guess we'll just have to head back slowly to the castle and find a new wizard.
Yeah, I mean, wizards are a dime a dozen, really, aren't they? We get new guards all the time. We just dial a
There are
dial a
no
wizard.
more threats. No threats we have to worry about.
Well, it's true. There's no more dice rolls, right?
But you will never know whether or not he survived because
Oh.
you were attacked by a pack of werewolves during the night.
Ah!
Your adventure is over. Where did the werewolves come from?
Not the werewolves.
It's like the random wasps that cost us 2 skill, except it's just like the roving
Bees.
pack of swamp werewolves.
I hate the werewolves. I hate them so much. They come out of nowhere and just maul us to death. No
They
skill.
just kill you during the night. Your adventure ends here.
Why can we bribe them with our gold?
No, all they want to do is kill you. You didn't roll 30 or more on 2d6 5 times.
So this is canonically the only time werewolves actually show up.
Yeah.
Like at night and just murder you.
Yeah, we
Man.
actually had a better confrontation with a vampire than we did with werewolves.
We did actually, and I thought the vampire was kind of scary looking. Yeah,
You don't even get a picture of the werewolves. You're just like, but you are attacked by not like swamp beasts or pirates or the lizard people. Werewolves.
we even survived blue mice that spoke backwards, but we can't survive werewolves.
No, the werewolves just kill you. In fact,
Sad.
actually, it doesn't even say that they killed you. It just says that you're attacked by them during the night and your adventure is over.
Yeah, they turn up and they're like, so what if you just become a werewolf and join us? We're like, you know what? Adventuring isn't for me. That sounds like a good idea. Our adventure is technically over, so...
Alternatively, you just get wounded a bit and you're like, oh, sod this, I'm not doing this anymore. And then
You
you
un-isekai yourself and just yeet out of existence. Yeep! Back to school. Just go back to normal. Oh, wait, Toby, where were you last, 4 weeks? Oh, funny story.
Oh, well, you see, you're 4 weeks late on your homework and your parents are real mad.
There's a police search and everything. Like, where have you been?
I got isekai'd into a magical world.
Get
Why don't you believe me? Where are you taking me to?
get sectioned.
It was true, though. There was a talking pig and a sword and a wizard that really hated you.
And the bug wouldn't fly fast enough.
Is there
Sure, lad,
any-
in you go.
Is there any hope for him, Doctor?
I think he's far too gone. He believes gold is wearable.
Oh no.
Tragic.
It's my fault. I shouldn't have had him read those fantasy books and play video games.
Video games are to blame.
Actually, I'm a serious doctor, and no studies have proven that video games are to blame for, like, anything.
It must have been the VHSs.
No. He's too far down that section him as well.
Everyone
But it's
gets sectioned.
okay, because we did it,
We made it.
alright, and we're up to the chapter where there's no violence or dice rolls. It's the chapter 21, which is the you win chapter.
Yeah, there's like some really weird like villagers in this chapter. There's one guy who's I don't know what he's doing with the bread on the table. It kind of worries me a smidge. Oh, that's supposed to be Maris in the bed.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Why is he outside?
Because they were waiting for you.
Also, look at the armament like tower, like the battalion, like the battlement tower. It's like 4 feet tall.
Also, I love the fact that there is another older, more rubbish-looking wizard tending to Maris.
Oh, there is. Like it's like double wizard. See, I knew wizards came in. You could just get a new one.
I'm Darius, his heir. If he dies, I get to take control. Please don't come back with the swamp elixir.
Over my dead body.
Oh, you heard that, did you?
I will scorch you when I feel better. Scorch
Wait.
yourself for me.
I suppose. Chapter 21 is coming.
Let's go to chapter 21.
Yay!
Chapter 21. We could actually play Spot the Nightmarish Villager. Like, some of the kids are not actually kids, they're just, like, adults that have been shrunk.
Yep, and there's like, okay, there's a guy, there are two guys sat by a door. One of them is just armed with nothing. The other one looks like he's got a gun.
I was going to say he's got, like, an AK or something. He's in the brap Goldhawk as he turns up.
What?
Maris
so
is a
many
blight.
people.
We must stop
This
him.
was basically a celebration of Maris is gonna die, and now he's like, wait, he said, oh wait, quick, celebrate Goldhawk coming.
I like that it's generic fantasy in the sense you've got villagers with, like, medieval garb. And then you've got, I don't know, like, you've got Hector with his fairly modern-looking outfit.
Yep.
And you've got slightly perturbed obese guy in the corner there, just looking a bit grumpy.
The guards, though, look at their armor. It's so bad.
What is it supposed to be? Is it like
It's
toad
meant
skin?
It's meant to be studded leather.
It looks
And
like
the fun
toad skin.
part about it is that studded leather never existed in true like armors. Nobody thought I'm gonna get leather and put metal rivets through it.
Yeah, because presumably if they could do metal working like that, they would have just done metal armor, right?
I mean, you could also like put like scales
Yeah.
atop it as well, like metal plates. But no, they just went, I'm gonna put. It's generic like fantasy, and the two axes, the two halberd
Yeah.
blades look totally different from each other. There's no consistency here.
There isn't
Also,
actually,
there's
you're
just
right,
a really, really bored dog.
Also, the dog seems to be kind of shrunk at the back. He looks a bit weird. Look at the guy under, like, just above Hector's arm. He's like,
Hey, look at that!
and there's still the guy at the table clearly stealing bread. What an asshole.
Oh, good. Goldhawk's here. No one will notice now.
I'll take this bread
And
and
a woman decided to bring her carpet to show to Maris.
Maris, please, check out my rug.
I'm literally dying here.
It's blue.
Oh my god, please just kill me.
Use one of the axe halberds that look completely different from each other. One's kind of wonky. Stab me with that one, please.
No, I'm too happy about my axe halberd, says the guy down the stairs.
I love that the two kids at the back top right are like tugging their mum, I guess, with excitement, but she's just like, life is pain.
Also, I've noticed that, like, a little bit down from them, there's a guy wearing grey with a weird conical hat.
Oh yeah.
What's that hat?
I guess he's supposed to be maybe another wizard? But it looks like he's got the kids by the scruff. And wait, I just realized that I don't think that kid's got any legs. No, he doesn't. Look, so grey wizard guy is holding the kid with, like, in the maroon.
He's got no legs.
He's got no legs. He's legless. I hate this picture the more I look at it. It's like, you know that Disney princess picture that gets worse and the more you stare at it? Like, there's like extra arms and eyeballs and stuff. And it just,
Oh no.
it gets progressively worse.
Well, the good news is this is only a reading chapter, and the bad news is we have to save Maris.
Well, let's get to it. Might as well, can't put it off forever, I suppose.
Alright, here we go.
The sun is starting to go down when Karazhan Castle comes into view. Well done, Hector. You managed to use your flying bug to cover huge amounts of, like, you know, traveling. It's actually pretty impressive.
I did nothing, but I will gladly take all the credit.
Yeah, I guess we should pet the bug, really. Well done, bug. The The hoverbug glides over the castle wall and lands in the main courtyard. Soldiers and citizens scream in terror as this massive bug goes in.
Ah, quick, kill it! No, wait, Goldhawk's on that.
Oh, don't kill it, don't kill it.
Alright.
Soldiers and citizens run to greet you, cheering loudly. Yay.
I'm glad that we both had exactly the same idea for the cheering.
I guess they're back. Maris is going to be fine. A path is made through the crowd where you hurry where Maris is lying looking gravely ill. It's a doctor, not a wizard.
It's a doctor!
His doctor is very pleased to see you.
You haven't come a moment too soon. Maris is very weak. Do you have the slime juice? Why are you laughing at my voice? I am a serious medical professional, trained for many years.
Fuck's sake.
You're mocking me?
No, I wouldn't dream of it.
Yes, you are. Well, next time you get, like, you catch the swamp farts, I won't be doing anything to help you.
You're right. I'm sorry, Doctor. That was extremely rude of me.
I should think so too. Now, if you don't mind, I, Pickles Bebop Pipple Pop, would like the slime juice, please.
Stop. I'm dying.
It's every time I say my name.
Oh, my face hurts.
That's a symptom of the slime farts.
Fuck's sake.
Can we get some joy out of this?
At least somebody's happy. Oh, God. Where are we?
You have to say, yes, we have.
Yes, we have. I have the slime juice, thankfully.
Yay.
You give the... Sorry. You give the flask to the doctor. I'm actually got tears in my eyes. You give the flask to the doctor, who pours a few drops of juice into Maris' mouth. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Everyone stands around Maris' bed in silence, just watching and waiting and hoping he dies.
No, please
Kill him. Please kill him. The minutes tick loudly by on the great clock, which is not in the picture, I'm mad.
It's not in the picture at all.
Then suddenly, Maris coughs. Excuse me. His eyes slowly open, and a smile spreads across his face. Can I have a drink of water, please?
I'm sorry, but you are unfortunately going to have to drink all this slime juice over the next 3 weeks.
More juice? Oh no, it tastes like piss.
At least it is a cure for slime farts.
Yeah, no, his tragic illness.
That's actually what he was dying with.
Yeah,
slime farts.
He's like, it was just mildly uncomfortable and embarrassing.
No, we all cheer apparently.
Yay! Woo woo.
Slap one another on the back.
Including Edge. Yay, well done, Edge. Ah, my hand.
Who would have thought that the foul slime juice would be able to cure people who have been poisoned?
I mean, we did. That's why we went.
Oh.
They explicitly told us that's what it did.
Look, it's been a long time since we went and started off this adventure. Look, it's been literally years.
It feels like it's been like 3 to 5 years or something. I don't even remember the front part of the book. Maybe it's not there anymore. It's gone. The pages are missing.
That'll happen.
Oh, well, all's well then, well. Later that evening... Oh, sorry.
There's more of the book.
Yeah, sadly. Later that evening, when Maris is fully recovered... it didn't take him that long.
That was quick.
Yeah, he's fine, yeah.
Actually, I was never ill to begin with. It was all a lol prank.
Yeah. Lol, joke's on you. I was fine. I only had mild farts. A banquet is held in which Hector is... Hector?
Hector is the guest of honor.
He was our taxi. What about... We fought the slime beast.
He was the guest of honor. Look, it was either this or we had to pay the fee for the taxi ride.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Ubers are expensive these days. He's handed a silver key which gives him the right to enter the castle whenever he likes. That seems right.
I'm honored.
We don't know anything about Hector. What if he, murders children for a living?
That's why I was given the key.
The kid with no legs. That was my doing.
I'm honored.
The celebrations go on far into the night, and the next morning, for once, you do not wake up early. Feeling greatly refreshed, you go to meet Orlando and Maris in the Great Hall. Whoa.
Yay.
Where's Hector? He's gone. I mean, he just left, yeah. Without saying goodbye. He left this for you, Maris says, handing you a small crystal ball. He told me to tell you your future lies inside the ball. which is unusual since if he had such a ball, I'm surprised he got caught by the slime beast.
Well, you see, I've read further along, and there's a very specific caveat for actually getting the future. Also, it says on the bottom that specifically Goldhawk's future, and not even real Goldhawk, but fake Goldhawk.
Wow, that's kind of fortunate, really, the more I think about it.
Oddly specific.
Very strange, is that all he said? No. He also said if you want to meet your future, you must break the crystal, but you may not like what you find.
Wait, meet the future as in, like, encounter future Goldhawk?
Yeah, it'd be like that World of Warcraft quest where you fight, you fight alongside yourself, that one.
I've never played that because I'm a tin pig who lives in a fantasy world.
It's probably for the best, honestly. You should see what became of it. Oh,
Oh no, I can't because I live in a fantasy world.
and you got no hands anyway, so,
Yeah, I can't play it really.
You look inside of the crystal ball and see the smoke is swirling inside it.
Your future is smoke.
Your future is fire. You're like, no.
Oh no,
Do you have plans to be cremated?
you smash it and it's like, why did you smash this? We're burning to death!
Oh, God! Why?
What are you gonna do, Goldhawk?
Well, I mean, I am the king, so I declare today a holiday. I can do that, right?
Sure.
Perhaps tomorrow I'll meet my future. Now, how about a game of dragon chess, Maris?
Oh wait, I remember you were playing dragon chess.
Yeah, we didn't really finish that game.
You didn't explain the rules either.
No, that's a good point. How do we play dragon chess? Yeah, you
Well-
won't beat me, because if you do, I'll kill you and scorch you. I need to scorch that doctor. Where's that squeaky asshole?
I'm nowhere.
Scorch him!
I think you killed him.
Need a new doctor. Someone call the doctor helpline.
Hello, I'm the replacement doctor.
Oh, no.
I'm even more high pitched than half the height.
On second thought, this is a terrible idea.
Wait, bring back the other doctor.
Unscorch him.
Oh, good, I'm back now. You're fired, little gnome. Yeah, all right then.
Scorch the gnome. And all is well.
We'll
Well-
never speak of this.
Well, let's go back to chess, I guess. I'll try. At least I'll try. Set them up. Haha. And that crystal ball thing will never be addressed ever again.
No,
because
it'll never be addressed again. Not only that, you get the feeling that, like, Ian Livingstone was like, you know what, I'm going to make the rules for Dragon Chess one day.
Yeah, Dragon Chess, copyright TM. Like,
We will never see Dragon Chess.
who knows what Dragon Chess is about?
And of course, he never managed to beat Maris.
No, he didn't.
So that's the end of Mudworm Swamp.
Yay!
We've once again saved Maris.
Yeah, he keeps getting in trouble, really.
So, there's only one more book in the series.
There is, and it's Ghost Road, which is legitimately the best one, actually.
That's not saying much, but it is the best one.
No, that is very true, yeah.
It does follow the exact same formula, 21 chapters, you starting with a piddly amount of gold.
Not this
And-
time.
Ah, we have 27
We have
more gold.
27.
And the stakes have never been higher.
I mean, there's a wedding to go to.
The stakes have never been higher. We must get all of the cake.
And we got to count the notches on a bone.
Oh, yes, we have to count the notches. Oh.
I actually remember some of the pictures being reasonably spooky.
Some of the pictures are pretty good, but unfortunately, it's still the thing of, do you have the MacGuffin?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just lose.
It never really grew out of that, did it?
No, it never grew out of that. It never, ever grew out of, do you have the MacGuffin?
You know what we should do when we finish book 4? We should tier list them. We should rank them and where we
That's a great idea.
feel. Yeah.
That's popular, ranking things for no reason.
It is, and I think we could potentially get like a Watch Mojo top 10 out of the 4 books.
Yes. What are we going to do with the other 6 entries?
Same as Watch Mojo does, steal it from someone else.
They're not going to watch
Genius.
us. They don't know that we say that.
Oh, sorry, allegedly. We're good.
We're good?
We're good. It's all good.
Great. Yep.
Well, as always, thank you for joining me on this
It is
adventure.
no problem. We've done 3 of the 4 books. There's only 1 more left.
Yeah, we're 3/4 of the way through. And
Will we finally get isekai back into the real world? Will Goldhawk wake up? Will there be any closure to
will
the
we have a
whole saga?
resolution? Spoilers. No.
No,
No,
we
no, there isn't. There isn't.
no, they kind of made 4 books and then just dropped it like a lead balloon.
We should write our own ending.
I mean, we probably will.
Yeah, I mean, we almost certainly will, right? Because they're not going to do it.
I mean, Ian Livingstone couldn't write The Amazing Doctors.
Do you know? I think if you Google The Adventures of Goldhawk, I think you get these videos.
That would be amazing. You'd be like, what? These are my crowning glory, and these people have...
This is where we find we owe royalties to Ian Livingstone for basically like uploading his entire book in YouTube form and then reading through it.
Oh
no! I actually think this comes under fair use because it's transformative, because we've basically mocked and taken the piss out of it the entire way through.
This is when he sees this and he just cries.
He looks at it and he goes like...
I loved these books!
I wrote this to entertain children. I thought it was fun, and these adult assholes just ruined everything. Little did he know we were once children and read these books. And we actually do this out of great love for the books.
We do.
It originally came out of the fact we both enjoyed them when we were younger.
I grew up with these and I really enjoyed reading them, and now that I look back at them later, I'm like, this is awful.
This is garbage. God damn.
Like, it's really true. It's like most of the time, most of the things you enjoyed as a child are awful.
Yeah.
There are some really good things, but most of it, you look back at it and you're like, this is dreadful.
This is just terrible, yeah. Like, we go through these different cartoons we enjoyed, or these other video games, and you play them again, you're like, I hate this now.
Oh, this mechanic has aged so badly.
That's the most depressing thing. It happens every time with video games. You're like, I remember X game being fun, and it had great graphics and great mechanics, and you play it like, this is frustrating and trash, and I hate every second of this.
Oh boy, this is Albion. And someone literally put a comment a little while ago going, how do you know that this item is cursed? And I'm like, I've played the game before.
Yeah, the reason is because I have foreknowledge that it's cursed.
It's like,
how can you tell otherwise? You can't.
You can't. You just have to put it on and hope it doesn't say, this item is cursed. And I'm like,
great, thanks. Yeah, that's awesome.
Great, this item is terrible, and now I have to load the game.
Reminds me when I was watching your Let's Play of Realms of the Haunting. And it's like, and you started out with that sort of, this is a game I grew up with, it's really good. And then you get like to the 8th hour of Tower Gate, Magical Portal, and you're like, you know what? Actually,
some aspects of this are a bit rubbish. It's like, oh look, here's the third gate world. What is it? It's just a giant puzzle.
Oh boy, like, here we go again.
Giant puzzle so that you can give a weird elemental thing, like Eldritch Hookah.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
So that you could get the. It's like, why?
Yeah, what was the like? Someone like I remember watching your Star Trek ones. And I thought those aged actually really well. The Judgment Rights and 25th.
Yeah.
We even had DeForest Kelly flubbing a line. That was quite fun.
It did. It was really good.
He just laughs and they just keep it in. Like, yeah.
So, yeah, well, they didn't pay me enough to actually do a second take.
Yeah, it's like, I do one and that's all you get. Yeah, those I think aged pretty well, actually. Like,
well, some games is just like, this really didn't age. Like, some people genuinely tell me that they really love Birthright the Gorgon's Alliance. And I'm like, okay, one thing I've said a lot on my stream is like, it's okay for you to like a bad game.
Oh, absolutely.
But let's not beat about the bush here. Birthright the Gorgon's Alliance is awful.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a reason why there was never a sequel, because it sucked.
It's kind of always reminds me of the Deadly Premonition argument, right? Where Deadly Premonition is objectively and almost factually a bad game. It plays awfully. The loads are terrible. The graphics are just flat out busted half the time. A lot of the things, like items and logically the things you're doing don't make any sense. But loads of people love it, myself included. And it's perfectly okay to be like, this is a bad game that I enjoy. But it doesn't change the fact it's still a bad game, ultimately.
It's like people go, oh, but it's not the worst D&D game. Yeah, Descent to Undermountain exists. We know. It's like...
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that. That was bad.
That is a horrendous game. That was like, hey, why don't we take the Descent space, like flight sim engine, and make an RPG out in it? And the problem is, Krondor, Betrayal at Krondor, was also made in a flight simulator engine, and it's amazing. So, clearly, you can do that, but the people who made Descent to Undermountain were just bad.
Yeah, sometimes they just don't get what makes a good game.
What you need is ladders where you don't fall 2 feet off them and take 12 points of damage and die.
That sounds like my nightmare.
Or limited saves.
Also,
save points only have so many uses, and then they disappear.
That is a personal bugbear of mine. Like, there is no reason, especially in this day and age, when you have save points. I'm like, this is unnecessary. This is
That
like making me not redo a section if I had a power cut isn't difficulty. It's called convenience.
no, we must make the game less friendly.
Especially back in the older games when they would crash quite a bit. Even back then, like I remember early PC games weren't stable.
Oh no, they weren't.
Like God, if you managed to get through like a game of Lemmings without the damn thing crashing, you were doing all right.
I still have from like when I play Stonekeep. Like, oh, I threw a thing at this slime. This slime, when I killed it, crashed the game. It's like I don't know why this slime crashes the games. I have to avoid the crash slime.
And you're like, yeah, it's just like there's a thing you know as well. And you're like, yeah, you just avoid that thing. Yeah, because you couldn't patch games either. Of course, if your game shipped broken, you suck it up. That's
Oh, I hope you picked up the PC Format magazine, which had the patch on it in the demo CD.
oh my God, I remember that. Yeah, where they would actually like issue things out with the mags, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would.
Or do you remember sometimes you'd have to send the floppies off to the company, and
Yeah.
they would like send you the correct ones or whatever.
Here's the new floppy disk.
Yeah, it's like version 1.1 that doesn't
I
immediately
sent.
blow
Oh, I
up.
accidentally sent my save disk to you. Nope, not getting that back.
Yeah, that's it. GG. Oh, you won't, people who don't get it won't understand the pain of installing 13 floppy disks in a row, only to find out that one of them didn't work properly.
Also, some people just won't understand that that save icon is actually a floppy disk.
Oh, that's always weird.
Time to feel old, Halloween. That's a floppy disk.
I saw this post the other day that I wasn't sure if it was like someone was memeing, and someone said I 3D printed the save icon. I'm like, please, please help me.
It's the save icon.
Help me, I'm dying.
And the best part is that some people will be like, so this is a CD, Mike, you mean DVD? No, it's a CD. That's a DVD. And it's like, oh.
Yeah, it's like they're different.
No, they're not. They look the same.
Oh, okay.
Oh no!
600 megs of fun, baby. Good times.
And you put a game that was 30 megabytes on it and put some FMV cutscenes and a Red Book audio soundtrack. That's what you did. That's what you did.
What was that trash game you had that wouldn't install properly and had to run off the disc every single time? And if you was that Space Marine game?
Space Hulk.
Ah,
Space Hulk was like, it doesn't install. And you're like, it does. And I read you the instruction manual. It's like, it doesn't.
That's so weird.
Like it didn't install, and I'm like, I literally cannot stream because to get it to work, I'd have had to literally change some things in like the core parts of the computer. That if I didn't change back by the time I reset it, it would break.
Oh, I remember that.
My
We talked about it,
OS.
yeah, because it'd brick it, yeah, and you like.
And I'm like,
yeah, let's not.
I'm not going to play this game now. No,
I think I'll pass on this one.
I think I'll pass on. Oh, I forgot to do this, and I reset my computer, and now it's dead.
Oh man, that was a disaster. At least, and now, honestly, thing is right. It's amazing what I don't put up with now. Like, I get cross if I push play on a Steam game and it doesn't load in like 20 seconds. I'm like, this is ridiculous. And then I think back in childhood, it's like, Dad, where's Doom's floppy disk 1 of 13 for the shareware episode? And he's like, I don't know.
For
Do you
me,
check
it's like,
in the drawer?
I'm playing Lands of Law 3 originally on my CDs, and it gets to the point where the game just has so much it loads that you're like, I want to go to this area. It's gonna take 3 minutes to load.
Yeah, you're like, oh god.
Not a problem anymore with the GOG version because it just goes, oh look, I'm running off a hard drive.
Yeah, it's fine. But otherwise, can you imagine you sat there just going?
I'm just like, I hope this doesn't crash.
The other thing I didn't realize when I was younger was there was multiple versions of the same game. There was CD and floppy disk versions.
Yes.
Like I only had the Indiana Jones floppy disks, and I remember one of the kids at school was like, "Yeah, Indy's got a really cool voice," and I'm like, "Voice? Sure. Like what voice?"
We got the Lands of Law 3 CD version. I did not Lands of Law 1 CD version. Sorry, I didn't know that there was a floppy disk version beforehand. It had no voice acting.
Yeah, because it was so much smaller. Because the games were tiny without it.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, it's like, but I can't imagine this game without Patrick Stewart going, here's a stick. Patrick was like, thank you, Kieran. This is really useful. It's like, I gave you a stick.
Yeah, it's weird to think about, isn't it? That would even happen.
There was a time. I mean, here is the thing. I'm gonna actually look this up because it just puts things into perspective. So, Frontier Elite 2
Yeah.
is tiny. Like it's considerably a massive game. Lots of things you can do in it.
The space sim, right?
Yeah, Frontier Elite 2 was published on a single floppy disk. One. And you're like, that is like some
Wizardry.
genius stuff now. And you're like, I want to play Doom Eternal. How much is it going to be? 70 gigabytes.
We've almost hit a point, I think, where there's enough space that most companies don't work. It doesn't even take it into account a lot of the time now.
They really should.
They really should, but they don't. And you get to the point where, like, I mean, Doom Eternal at 70 gigs is big, but it's not like the end of the world. That Call of Duty game at 250 or whatever.
You get to the point where you don't have it very well optimized when you're downloading Baldur's Gate 3, and every time they unleash a patch, the company gets you to download the entire game.
Yep, I uninstalled it for that exact reason. I was
It's
mucking
like-
around with it, and I was like, I'll try it here and there until it comes out and, like, play with it or whatever.
And then it had a patch of like 80 gigabytes. You're like,
Yeah, I'm good.
No.
Actually, I'll wait.
no, wait. You know what game I've actually managed to get working on my computer?
What's that?
Yoda Stories, the PC release.
Oh, that one.
And it doesn't have a resolution option, so it's in the tiniest little screen.
Is that in the... That's the game that's in, like, the Windows 3.1 looking menus,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
It's like, what resolution is this? It's a resolution for postage stamps. It's just like, I must squint.
Can you use the Windows, like, magnifying glass option to get it closer?
I don't know, but it's just like, oh no.
That's so funny.
Because I had the demo of that, and it was just half. It was just the one level on half. And then I played the Game Boy Color version. It literally crashed to try and stop me from completing it on stream. Like, it bugged out, and half of the on the screen just didn't load in properly.
Some games are so spiteful. I was trying to emulate Castlevania 64, and it kept hard locking. I was like, this is already bad. Why are you like this? What is wrong with you?
This has gone really tangential from Goldhawk. Goldhawk's like, oh, we're still here, you know.
Yeah, this is basically like, this is the Kiko and Halloween podcast now. Sorry.
Oh no.
Well, once again, thank you for joining me.
No, it's no problem. It's no problem.
And thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series. This was obviously over quite a few years, and we're hoping to not do that with the next one. We're trying to keep it a bit more...
Ghost Road. Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it a bit more paced, as you probably noticed with these last few releases. So
Yeah, we come rain or shine, Goldhawk's terrible adventures will
continue, indeed.
until we run out of books. Then
Yeah.
it will end abruptly.
Then it'll just be that'll be it, and you won't get any more Goldhawk ever again.
No,
No more Karazhan weeks, no nothing, because it's gone. It's just dead.
No.
Sorry.
if you got this, there's no more. Like, unfortunately, when this is over, Goldhawk just gets taken to a room and shot.
Yeah, they just Goldhawk. You just walk through here, please. It's like, wait, no. Cool.
Well, that's that loose end tied up.
Thank goodness. Bring in the next prince.
Hey, Goldhawk.
I like the idea of
Gold-
multiple Goldhawks. Like, all these books take place at the same time, and we just send them to different parts of the world. They just keep isekaiing in new princes every time one snuffs it.
Make another teen pig and a sentient sword.
Like, it's like a mold, and it goes, and like Orlando comes out of it, like, "Ooh." And he starts getting weirder each time, and eventually starts speaking in Cthulhu speak.
Oh no.
Hi, Dagon.
Sadly, it'll never happen because
No.
anyone will want it.
That's why they wouldn't let us write it.
No, they wouldn't.
It'd get a bit darker.
Yeah, it would.
Right, until next time, everyone. Thank you.
Indeed. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.